I appreciate you watching the show, but why marry someone that you don't trust?
It's not so much that I don't trust him.
Okay.
It's the things that goes on, like, I'm gonna use this for an example. When we was riding in the car, and he thinks I go in his phone, but I don't. It's just when the names come up and I get the number, and he doesn't answer the calls when I'm right there, and I'm like, why you not answering the phone?
Got it.
And so that makes me suspicious because you can't answer the phone right then. And then so I feel like he's doing something when I'm not around.
Got it. Okay. So tell me about Brian.
Brian is a good man. Brian, since day one, when I'm gonna tell you, when I met him, he told me I would never have to touch a door. And I have not touched the door since I've been with him. My family loves him. Everybody loves him. He's a great man. He treats me real good. My girls love him.
So then what is the problem? Is it just when he is having these, you don't want to call it suspicious, but not picking up calls? Is that what the problem is?
When he's around, yeah. And then the fact that when I was out of town, I was in North Carolina on a trip. And he wasn't answering the phone like he should. When I came back from the trip, it's a female that keeps calling. And when she kept calling, he was not able to answer the phone when she kept calling. So I was just wondering, I was like, then when I was around, they kind of act different when they was around each other. Anytime a female act different around you, you know something ain't right. So she started acting different, and so I questioned it again, and he said it wasn't nothing. So that's when I did go in his phone. I went in his phone, and I saw different in the communication, was more in the communication. So I questioned him again. So he changed, he fixed that situation. That was like 4 years ago.
When you searched through his phone, you did find out that he was emotionally cheating or physically cheating?
Emotional.
Cheating. Okay then. Now you said something that I got to bring up. You said when he don't answer the phone like he should. If you call him and he doesn't pick up on the first call, is that an issue? If he...
Oh yeah, that's an issue too. When he don't answer the phone when I call. And I told him, I said, when I call, answer the phone because you're not that busy. When I call, you can answer the phone.
So you want him to stop doing what he's doing?
Yeah.
Well, listen, everyone, let's hear what Brian has to say. Brian, come on out. Have you all broken up?
A few times.
A few times?
Yeah, and I left a few times.
Why did you break up? Was it to escape?
If somebody say, get out in the midst of an argument, guess what I'm going to do?
I did not tell him to get out. I did not tell him to get out. I did not tell him to get out.
Not the Super Mario Brother pose. That's how they like.
I didn't tell him to get out.
And then also,
he keeps saying,
no, wait a minute, because I didn't tell him to get out.
I didn't tell him to get out. I told him, I said, if you're not happy, if you don't want to be here, then you leave. That's not saying get out. You just left because you must not was happy. But then you came back.
People say that. People say something that really mean, Karamo. I mean, if you say it, it's coming from the heart. If it's coming from the heart, you mean that.
I said if you're not happy, and that came from the heart. If you're not happy, that came from the heart.
You don't want to be with anybody who's going to be unhappy.
Right, so that's what I was telling him. I said, if you're not happy, but I didn't say get out. I didn't say go. I didn't say get out. I said if you're not happy.
I understand both your perspectives in this, honestly. So Tonya believes that you've been using your job as a cover-up to cheat.
I'm not doing that. Let me tell you something, Karamo, to be honest with you. Time flies quick. So you on the road, going up and down the road, I don't have time to stop at a Mexican restaurant and eat with a date, eat with somebody, fix somebody's car. I can't do that. I'm not Superman. I'm Brian. I'm not Superman. I can't go and do this. But let me tell you the main thing that bothers me. I could be in bed sleeping. She'll just wake up out the blue and start, get up, get up. You did this. No, I'm like, this is 2 years ago. Why are you bringing up old stuff? If we at the now going to the future, don't go in the past, because the past could bring scars. I'm telling you.
Do you bring up old stuff in the past?
I don't bring up old stuff. If you doing something that happens in the past, you're gonna address the situation. You address the situation.
You told my producer you think she bullies you and controls you.
Sure, but let me tell you something. She wanted our outfits to match when we go to church. She wanted our clothes to match. I think that's bullying me. If I want to wear what I want to wear,
hold on, you want the outfits to match? Who you want?
Oh, perfect. Right there. Yes. Pink shirt.
I think it's cute. I think it's cute. I can't lie to y'all. So this is something that I do. This is something I do with my partner. Oh, y'all shady as hell. Y'all shady. Y'all are shady. I do the same thing with my partner.
Okay, same.
I wake up and I be like, what we wearing today? It's cute though.
Okay.
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I see you.
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Let me be me.
Got it. So she thinks that you're cheating. Why don't, in the moments, don't you just communicate and say, hey, baby, I'm here, and I'm with my friend?
You know what it's like?
I mean, because communication could, like, really... Hold on, we got to... I'm getting a ping, and we have a message from Tonya's best friend, Tasha.
Hi, Karamo. I'm Tasha, and I've been Tonya's best friend for 15 years. I have a message for my girl. Tonya, you need to stop snooping through his things and stop digging for things because you need a peace of mind. You need to learn how to let go of the past and trust him today and appreciate him for who he is today. You've been single for 19 years, and it's time for you to embrace happiness with Brian. Stop tripping and relax.
Karamo, I have a confession to make. I have a confession.
Okay.
Tonya, just like you watch the Karamo show, right? Let me tell you something. I watch it too. Okay. And I found out with people like you who toxic, who like that, I think I set boundaries. I had to set boundaries with you. There's no way that I should have to be, you know, walking on eggshells. I don't want to tiptoe on eggshells all the time. I want to walk through and it be nice. So I learned something too. So you got to stop going through the phone. And look, if we're going to be together, we're going to be together. And also, you can't really, it's hard like to set a date, like you're going to marry me on this day. We're going to set it when you're over this probation period. You know? Yes, that's how I feel, y'all. It's just the truth.
So you're saying that you're putting on a probation period of like, you're not getting married until she shows you that she can respect your boundaries?
That too, and also trust. If you don't have trust, y'all, you don't have anything.
Okay.
Probation, hold up, wait a minute. Let's go back to the probation thing right here. I'm finna start right here with, cause see, I've been by myself for 19 years. I waited 19 years for a relationship. And when I got with him, I expected everything to be great. Because if you wait 19 years, you want to go into something great.
Yes.
And for the most, he has been great. He's been good, but then it's been issues. It's been like issues.
For me, one of the things that I'm noticing really quickly is that there's a lack of transparency here. And that lack of transparency is triggering your trust issues from the past, especially you hearing that you've been not in a relationship for 19 years. You're looking for something that's going to be healthy. And the fact that in the beginning of the relationship, you did have some emotional cheating, it did trigger that immediately. Because now this is a woman who's waited 19 years for what is her Prince Charming. You broke that. Okay. And so now it's going to trigger whatever she waited for. And so I'm telling you, yes, I agree there's boundaries on what you should be expecting from her, but there's also transparency that she should be receiving from you. And every single one of these stories, whether or not she went through the phone, whether it was on the dash of the car, there's a lack of transparency. And I tell you this, I've been cheated on before. It's as easy as the person I'm with now calling me and saying, hey, I just want to check in, let you know this is where I'm at. Okay. I don't ask any more questions because I feel the transparency gives me the comfort to know I can be trusted. Okay. And you can honestly know you're not being as transparent as you could be.
You know what, Karamo, you're 100% correct. I need to buy one of them earpieces that could vibrate. Even with my phone in the car, because I'm working on the car, you got to think about the sun shining. I might drop a tool on it.
So I'm not saying at work. I'm not saying at work. I'm not, because I think that's a boundary. Again, I agree that you should set boundaries. I think that's a good boundary for you. When I'm at work, I got to do my work. Okay. I have friends that are mechanics. You under a car, you trying to fix stuff, but once you see that calls were missed, because you do get a break, you get up. That's when you call and you say, hey, I'm sorry I missed your call. I'm sorry that I wasn't there. I was working. What's going on? But when you end up blocking her or not responding, all that's going to do is re-trigger the issue she's having. Call it what it is. It's not about picking up the phone. Say, you're not giving me the transparency and trust that I deserve. That's what it is.
Wow. You're not giving me the transparency and trust that I need.
Boom. Okay, and that's the reason that we're about to unlock this phone. You did want to know if Brian was talking to any of his exes. You want to know if Brian was on any dating apps. And you want to know where Brian was on August 29th when he told you he was home. So it's time to unlock the phone, all right? Here we go.
Let's do it.
All right, so Tonya, want to know if Brian was talking to any exes. Brian said he is not. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched through texts, and Brian is telling the truth.
I told you that. I told you.
Tonya, you want to know if Brian was on any dating apps. Brian said he is not. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched through Brian's apps and found he is telling the truth. All right, Tonya, you want to know where Brian was on August 29th, and he told you that he was at home. My Unlock the Phone investigators searched his GPS and tracked his location and found that he is not telling the truth. Our investigator found that Brian booked a hotel room online that day. Brian, do you have any explanation about that?
Oh, you know what? I booked it for my friend that I ate at the restaurant with. The guy that I ate with, that's the same day. And I booked the hotel room for him. He's the guy that's here. Yeah, when I paid, yeah.
And so even with that said, I asked him, did you spend money like that on that guy? I said, did you come out your pocket spending money? And he said, no. You still lied. You still lied. You still lied. And I don't even know if all that, I still don't even know all that true.
So why did you need to book a room for him?
He actually just got out like 2 days ago.
He just got out of jail?
Yeah, I went and picked him up, and I took him with me to work to make a little money. We went and ate, and then the night he had nowhere to stay, and I paid for the room for him. I booked an online for him.
Okay, so Brian, I'm gonna tell you this, because I do believe y'all have a sweet relationship, but there's a lack of transparency and there's a lack of honesty on your side. Because my personal experience, I don't trust that you took a homeboy out to lunch and then booked a hotel room. Why'd you just tell her about this? If your friend just got out of jail, and that's what I keep trying to tell him.
That's the whole part about if you want me to trust you, and if I ask you a question and you can't answer the question straight up, yeah, you're gonna make me not trust you. When I ask you something, you didn't tell me you paid for no room.
But I'm saying you saw the phone on the cash app, you see the food, and also he just got out, he had no money. I did help him out.
And he do a lot for everybody.
Let me tell you what's gonna happen.
You got to tell me.
For this to move forward and be healthy, because this is a woman, she got her eyes open, so she's paying attention.
Okay.
So if you really want this to work and y'all want to walk down the aisle together and be a happy relationship, you got to be transparent. When that happened, you should immediately said, my friend got out, I'm gonna take him out to eat and I'm gonna get him a room.
Okay.
Give me some time. Because now she would have known. But hear me out, hold on one second. Hold on one second. But what I tell you is that the minute y'all walk backstage, you need to immediately call that friend on speaker, and just say, hey, the day I picked you up, what happened? That's all you say. You don't feed no details. And now what you're doing is you're resetting and saying from this point on, we're starting on a level of transparency. Because she deserves that.
Now anything come behind it, I'm going to think it's a lie.
You got a good woman
think it's a lie.
Who's waited 19 years for a good man. Don't disappoint her, okay?
I will not.
I wish y'all the best of luck. And if y'all do make it down that aisle and it's healthy, send me an invite. All right, friends. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more.
Where do you stay at that night? What did we do that night to get you to where you live? I'm saying, like, tell me what happened.
You took me back to my hotel room and you paid for it.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know. Is that it? Is that enough? Do you want to add some more? Some more stuff. Okay, all right then, D.
All right.
I told you. Now you owe me a big old hug and kiss. Come on. I told you. You ain't got to be like that. You better put the arms around me.
That sound kind of coach rehearsed. But,
That wasn't coach. I just called him. How did I coach that? I don't even know if we was going to call him. Tell that's the truth. You got to meet him.
You was kind of helping him out with that a little bit.
No, he said my place. How is that my place?
Because he kept saying my place was kind of like he was coaching him.
How did I coach him to the hotel? I didn't coach him on that. You could. I ain't coaching. I know. I'm the truth. I'm serious with that. That's the truth. For real. I ain't got nothing to hide. For real.
Okay.
Give me a kiss.